You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. It show is a blessing to be back in the Black Box as we blow us a session. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. Those are the 7 C's, and I'm your captain as we navigate through them. On my mama, we got a reaction. Poetic Flacco is summarizing the relationship between Bricc Baby and Luce since they've been in the feds. I knew it was some bullshit when they was talking about same cell and all that. And now it seems like it's up. I don't want to do no spoilers. I kind of familiar with the story, what they've been up to lately. I was going to react to it. But Poetic Flacco got it nice and sequenced so we can go right with his shit. So with no further ado, let's see what Poetic Flacco, Bricc Baby, and Luce Coochie Colin, Ashley Cannon has been up to. Oh, my mama.
It's official. Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon are officially enemies again. When they got to jail, they were really cool after beefing for the latter part of 2 years. These two went from being best friends to sworn enemies from behind bars. Now, if you want to know how Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon went from being friends last week to their beef taking a violent turn in jail today, then lucky for you, you're on the right video because I got all the details. See, when Luce Cannon first got to the federal jail in Los Angeles, him and Bricc Baby clicked up. Now, when they clicked up, they decided, yo, we're going to stick together, but not just that. We're going to try to do content from jail to keep our names relevant. Now, Bricc Baby will say that he agreed to go along with Luce Cannon telling the world that they're now cellmates.
So good to finally hear your voice. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where are
You
you?
won't believe. I'm in LA. You won't believe who's my selling.
Who?
Bricc Baby.
Now listen to her reaction. Is she in on it or is they lying to her? I'm trying to figure that out.
What?
Yeah, this shit crazy.
That is insane. Was that like pre-planned? Like what the heck?
Oh man, we coolin'. My boy here now, so we
Yo,
getting
is
down to the
that crazy? You guys are cellmates? What? How in
That
the
was
world did that happen?
when I figured out the jail, I'm like, bro, finna come. I'm like, as soon as he come, I'm about to bring him because you gotta come here. So I'm like, yeah, he about to come right here with us.
That's crazy.
But according to Bricc Baby, that was all a lie. That was all scripted. And the only reason he went along with it was because it was for content.
Some content, man. I would hate to be living a life to where the reality of it wasn't good enough when it's time to report on it, that I had to run plays and put extras on it and lie and all that to try to entertain or impress some people. That's a shit reality on my mama.
They agreed to do content together behind bars to keep their name relevant. And he was just doing that because it was content. Now, from my perspective, I think if you're behind bars fighting a Fed case, content should be the last thing on your mind. However, they were, I guess, in an agreement that they were going to do content according to Bricc Baby. Now, Luce Cannon has a different perspective. Luce Cannon is saying this is all true and Bricc is lying. But Bricc is saying this is content, right? So Bricc Baby, from his perspective, was down to do the content, was down to make up certain narratives, was down to push certain things, just to keep going viral.
This what loose lips do. We all know that. But I remember Bricc should try to get at me and try to like do the fake beef because on my mama, I ain't with it. Then I remember ODM Slim showing me in his phone the text message with him and Bricc. When me and Bricc was having this disagreement, this bad energy, and then he had said something about ODM Slim name too while we was together. I'm like, damn, cuz y'all beefing too? He's like, nah, look. And he showed me in his phone cuz it was a play. I'm like, huh? I don't know. That's just what some people was into. I don't get that on my mama.
But he felt like Luce Cannon took things a little too far when Luce Cannon told the world that he essentially kicked Bricc Baby out of the cell after snitch allegations came out.
And people are questioning, what's going on with you and Bricc right now because of the call, but obviously it was already scheduled. They don't know that we have like a plan of scheduling certain things. So whether you guys are on or off, that was already planned. So.
Breaking news, he on my cell.
What?
So, shit. So we let everybody else figure that out.
What do you mean he's out of your cell, baby?
All over the internet, we heard in the statement.
Okay, so are y'all cool or you not cool?
No, we good now because he clarified it. He said that he was talking about that he's in a custody battle, and then put everybody his paperwork talking. He was in custody. I mean, going through a child's custody battle. So when he was like, "I'm tired of the police doing something or whatever," it was because of the police. I mean, I guess the police was telling him certain things going through a child custody.
Oh wow! So people were taking that as if he was telling, but really and truly he was just speaking from emotions of dealing with them for his custody battle with the children.
Yeah, so
Ah.
verified that, got the paperwork and everything, so everything is good.
So you kicked him out the celly because you thought he was a rat, baby?
And
Bricc heard this and he was irate, which of course, you in jail, you behind bars. So one thing you have to maintain when you're behind bars, bro, you have to maintain the aura of I'm not a buster. Because the minute they start thinking you a buster, bro, it's over with, bro. It's over with. And Bricc Baby is a gangster podcaster. Bricc Baby podcast and aura is people look at Bricc Baby as somebody who would really take it there, somebody who was tough, somebody who was really about it. So if we agree to do content from Brick's perspective, if we agree to do content, man, it's either we do this content where we both look tough or we both look like busters. But you not about to make yourself look tough and make me look like a buster. No way, Jose. It ain't happening, bro. Which, duh. Right? Yo, can you imagine Bricc Baby getting free today and having to come back to podcast with the rumors, right? That he got kicked out of a cell, he got bullied, he got holed all throughout. Man.
This why you don't play with niggas or let niggas play with you. Because you give them an inch, they take them out. Once the game is on, who's to say when it's over? We're men don't play. They be about what they be about. They might shoot a little hunt, but they don't play with each other's name, character, and respect, bro. That's not what men do on my mama.
Podcasting career is over with, bruh. So Bricc wanted to correct the records. Now, apparently Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon did have some type of initial discussion about this because Luce Cannon did take the video down from his page. But apparently the damage was already done and Bricc Baby was not having it. And Bricc Baby would come on his own platform to address Luce Cannon for the first time in an unfavorable light since they've been locked up.
Man, why they keep saying that there's some shit on the internet that big buster ass light-skinned nigga talk about the police?
Because it's all over there. It is.
The nigga with a badge talk about the police. Nigga, I was going through a child custody battle. Nigga, I was tired of it. These bitches sitting outside of my mama house. Nigga telling me they gonna kill my mama. I'm supposed to sit here. Hey, you crazy this mother. I ain't tripping no way, cause they ain't gonna give me a bill anyway. It's TMC, too much crippin', man. These niggas is real weirdos. This is for everybody speaking on the break, bro. I ain't never been sunnies with me a nigga. Nigga ain't could never kick me out of nothing on the dead homies. And every nigga talking about some snitches without paperwork on the dead homies don't have to pay for it how they pay for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Take that up with the Lord, nigga.
Bricc and Luce Cannon are big bros. I love the two guys, right? But if I find out that this new disagreement over them running fake plays and exposing each other for running fake plays, if I find out that this is also part of the play and this is also fake and scripted drama, I would lose my mind because only in LA podcasting scene would you see this. This is insane. This is insane work. Now, Bricc Baby would continue. Now, he would claim that the disagreement with Luce Cannon.
That is not the LA podcasting scene. That is the No Jumper podcasting scene, bro. Knock it off. It's a lot more podcasters in LA that are not at No Jumper than that are, although that is the largest. They do not represent the LA spirit. They represent the Agent Vladimir 22 porn star cuck panty wearing photo shoot with the gay porn star spirit. That's what that is, not LA. Oh, my mama.
Cannon got so heated that he asked for a fade. I don't know, man. The more I talk about this, bro, this is sounding like a script. This sounded like these dudes planned this new drama out. Did we get got? But let's just review it, okay? So Bricc offered Luce Cannon up for a fade. And according to Bricc Baby, Luce Cannon turned it down and ain't want no smoke, according to Bricc Baby.
I don't mean to interrupt, but we have a very, very, very special guest calling in right now.
Okay.
What up, Bricc?
Yo, what's the deal with the home team? What y'all got going on, man?
Oh, not a lot going on here. The typical stuff. Suspect is arguing with our other news hosts. You know what, you watch the news, you know what it's like.
Hey, the Gerb doing what the Gerb do.
Exactly.
No cap.
Bro, we reacted to that exchange with Brandon and Suspect. And I was saying, man, if you was going to do something like to equal the situation, because I didn't think you could win, that wouldn't be wise. I know you ain't going out like that. Then I heard a reaction. I heard something else where Suspect was talking about it again, and he basically was insinuating or indicating that that's what it was. He wasn't finna fight that dude. He was finna go outside and there was gonna be something else going on. I was disappointed to hear Suspect pop it like that. But then Poetic Flacco did a reaction to that. Man, and he put some of this footage of this nigga Brandon on the mat in a match with somebody slightly larger than Suspect or close to his size. And this dude picked the dude up so high off the ground and slammed him so fast. Oh, my mama.
Nigga said I don't want to fight. I got up, opened the door, and said, "Follow me outside." He ain't moved. You know how it be.
It's crazy when a nigga say that, like, and I got love for Suspect. That's my nigga. But in reality, this ain't nothing. Follow me outside. Niggas get off where they get mad at, and you were mad. You didn't rush that dude. You didn't do nothing to that dude that he didn't do to you. You just showed more emotion and got louder and all that. No wise man is going to leave where he is to go elsewhere to purposely harm someone that's not harming them or to potentially put themselves in harm's way because someone is doing this. That's boy shit. You can't move a man with your mouth like that, bro. I admired the way Brandon handled that, especially when he knows what he's capable of. And then for the homie, from Almighty, for you to be doubling down on it and popping it like you did something, you didn't do nothing. That wasn't nothing to be proud of, bro. It was not impressive. Oh, my mama.
Oh, God. Regular.
That's what Luce Cannon just did.
Can we talk about that?
Wait, what happened?
Oh, man, that's the crazy part. Luce Cannon sitting here lying online. His hand ain't broke. You know what I mean? I never was this silly. I don't know how the hell he talk about he moved me out the cell. Nigga ain't never moved me.
Imagine it's supposed to believe you. I never was a silly. When we just heard you on the phone with Sharice confirming you was a silly. Talking about as soon as he got there, you pulled him. Come on, man. Somebody couldn't go nowhere. Called him your boy. So how do we know when you tell us the truth? It's like the boy that cried wolf. You said too much bullshit. You play too much. On my mama.
Out to sell a day in their life unless it was blood and holes inside a nigga body.
Bro, are you forgetting that's a federal phone? This will be played in court?
Man, Then when I find out he lying online, I tell him to come on here, come upstairs and get that good old ass whooping. He calls the scene in the day room, man. The next day he out of here, man.
I've never heard of so many attempts to arrange fights. I was raised in the era. We got off what we got mad at. We got up on the guy that we was upset with, and we got off on him, bro. We didn't do, hey, let's agree to fight. Fuck out of here with that shit.
I ain't gonna call it a roll up. I don't know, but we still right here, cool in the real gangland. The score is still right here, man.
Hold on, bro. I got love and respect for Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby. So I don't know what the truth is, bro, but hey, Luce got to talk about this. Hey, Luce got to respond back to this, bro. If I find out that Luce Cannon, who I respect and love, was on these streets as Mr. Crippen, was on these streets as I'm the boogeyman of LA, but wrote it up in jail.
He was not on these streets doing none of what you're saying, just on the YouTube streets, on the podcast platforms, and in the No Jumper parking lot. Not in these streets that you've been hearing about before you got out here. He wasn't in these streets. He don't know nothing about our streets whatsoever. Oh, my mama.
Nah, man. I'll be sad, bruh. I'll be sad, man. Now, if you guys don't speak Iganese and don't really understand what rolling it up is, I got you, okay? That's why you're here. I'm the Iga translator. I'm the Igalator, okay? So rolling it up is when somebody is in fear for their life in jail and they just want to leave to prevent themselves from getting hurt. They will request to leave the section of the jail. Now, it's looked down upon to put in a formal request to leave, so people get creative, in leaving a section. They will cause a scene in front of the security officers, the police. They cause a scene. The police don't want.
Wacko No Hundred was on the prison yard one time, and a red rag slapped the shit out of him. And they were supposed to squabble, but instead of taking the squabble, Wacko No Hundred, he did exactly what you saying. He caused a scene, got into an argument with a correctional officer intentionally, and got rolled up for insubordination and went to the hole. Yeah, that's the way you can roll it up too. Wacko No Hundred, Cass Jones did that on my mama.
For the section to be disrupted, so they will remove you after you cause a scene. Bricc is claiming that Luce Cannon caused the scene. Now, Bricc would also say that he, I believe, asked Luce Cannon for a fade about 8 times. Hey, listen, bro. One thing we know about jail, bro, is nothing happened without witnesses. So if Bricc asked Luce Cannon for a fade 8 times, I'm sure there's going to be some cloud chaser, bro, who's probably going to get released in like a year or so, who's going to start doing interviews on Kim Capone, No Jumper, academics, exposing everything. So I'm sure we're going to get the real story soon. But that's Brick's baby perspective of it. Luce Cannon will respond back to Bricc Baby claiming that he wrote it up and, he lied about them.
It's crazy, my homie Lil JR from Q102. You can look his name up on the Facts Over Feelings catalog on Street TV. He was a guest there. He just came home, just did a year violation, just came home from the feds. And he had a message for me from Big U. It's crazy because just from the time that Big U went to jail, he was in there with the homie, and they was popping it quite a bit, talking wooty wop wop. Shout out Big U, shout out Lil JR, 10 Deuce on my mama.
Being cellmates. Luce Cannon would take to his YouTube to respond back to Bricc Baby, and here's what he had to say.
And y'all was cool at the end. So it's just like I don't get why people are tripping and making things bigger than it needs to be and trying to lie and trying to make you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? When it came out of his own mouth. You both said it.
So what it is tell him, all you do is just replay exactly what he said.
Look, bro, this is the corniest, goofiest, softest, sweetest I've ever heard of. We all know these dudes are close enough or were close enough one to the other that they could pass the phone. How corny is it to still be beefing and on phone calls, calling into platforms, talking about each other and not getting at each other? That's the man. That is the goofiest, softest, weird. I've never heard of nothing like this, bro. Cause I've been dealing with 60s since juvenile hall. This is not no rolling 60s activity, cuz. Oh my mama, this ain't how 6-0's program. The fuck is this? It's the no jumper Crips. I remember one time the nigga Bricc baby like Spider and no jumper Crip. I say, cuz, don't you ever say no shit like that again. Oh my mama. This is crazy. These niggas is in a unit together. And they're having podcast beef. Instead of doing whatever has been done for years before there was such thing as podcast. This is crazy.
So you want me to replay it on the end of this call?
Yeah, that's what you do. Just replay it at the end, and then shut it up because he's just goofy.
Oh my goodness. Y'all need to talk up in there. I don't know what's going on.
She don't realize she's with a slow tar queerdo clower yet. She ain't the brightest bulb in the chandelier either. Sheesh.
I don't know.
No, like basically, he was doing some underhand stuff that I didn't like or whatever like that, and basically I was deemed to be the aggressor, and they moved me.
Oh, really? So now you guys aren't cellies.
The aggressor in a physical altercation, argument, or what aggress? Yeah, she believe anything. She believe anything. He got him one.
So you guys are no longer cellies no more.
No, I moved. That's where I'm up here with Dirk and them.
Ah.
Addicted to dropping names. He's still dropping names. Wow. And if he is, he probably did whatever he did just to get up there to ride they nuts. Oh my mama.
So you're on a whole different part now.
Of course.
Mm.
So,
Okay. Well, I guess it was for the better, right?
you know, it don't matter. You know, jail is jail. So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, it's like, he probably got in his feelings and he lied. You get what I'm saying? That's what.
But are y'all cool up in there? Like y'all ain't got no beef?
No, but I just know Big Uterus make him do things that he don't supposed to do. But at the end of the day, it's like to play with exactly what he said.
That's crazy.
So it's not me saying it; it's him saying it. You get what I'm saying?
I just so happened to stumble upon this on YouTube. Apparently, Luce Cannon has a video scheduled for tomorrow that says explosive. Luce Cannon says Bricc Baby lied and got him transferred because he was scared. Volume up. So Luce Cannon is getting ahead of this narrative that Bricc is putting out there that he was scared to catch the fade and he got rolled up and got kicked out the dorm, bruh. At this point, I don't know what the truth is. At this point, just me knowing, like,
Man, you have never displayed the knowledge of the truth, knowing what the truth is, bro. You part of their circus too, Flacco. Knock it off. You wouldn't know the truth if it was sitting in the black box, sitting on the microphone, singing your name with a red Baymax t-shirt on. Oh, my mama.
how both parties want to do content, both parties want the content out there, they want to go viral, they want to keep their name in the limelight. It's hard to tell you who's telling the truth, bro. I don't know at this point, bro. All right, Bricc Baby could very well be upset at Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon could have gotten out the dorm for being disruptive, for starting fights, who knows? And now Bricc Baby could be, could be using the fact that him and Luce Cannon don't get along, and Luce Cannon is not in the dorm anymore. He could be using that, since it's already a story, Luce Cannon is gone. He could not just be using that and taking advantage of it and putting a story out there to make himself look good and make Luce Cannon look bad after Luce Cannon put out a story out there to make him look good and Bricc look bad. So
there's no looking good by even being involved in these antics. They both look bad. Boo-boo, bitch, mate. This whole shit, Queerdo, Kitty. There are tons of federal inmates, and none of them are doing this. Only these two. Take a hint, Flacco. You know this the goofiest shit you ever heard about, seen, experienced, or witnessed? Keep it a Google, man. You ain't got to glaze. They cannot hurt you. They're gone behind bars. Won't be back for a long time. You do not have to be spooked. You know this is buffoonery. Or you not as sharp as I must have thought and gave you a little too much credit.
At this point, bro, I just hope, bro, that this is not part of the script, bro. Because if these dudes go back to being homies by tomorrow, bro, or by next week, bro, if these dudes go back to being homies again, if Luce Cannon magically gets transferred back to the same jail as Bricc Baby, or if Bricc magically gets transferred to Luce Cannon's jail, and now they're cellmates again, and there's a whole new storyline, bro, I'm tapping out. Like, this will be my last video on this situation if that happens, bro. All right? Because at this point, I feel like we all getting hoodwinked. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, okay? Do you guys believe you're being hoodwinked? If you're still watching, click on this video here.
Nah, they ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it.
Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back.
No Hanes, Calvin Klein, Fruit of the Looms, mushroom moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted at mall. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause cuz bit the pillow and literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, pyro, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She work with the creep and the duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man fuck tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking jaws off.
You be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking to you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take Duke to the bank, 2 to the face, 2, 2, 3 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with you. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. It's trying to put you on the menu. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you. Big business, what I'm into. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When you get caught up, I hope them statements don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us on one. Out lurking looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious, is well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Had you on camera, ass up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, you can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, always talking this and that. How you calling niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Rock me calling hoes like, don't forget the strap. Waiting in the telly, get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches back. How you represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out. You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take the side that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I wouldn't sign to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you should night, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them drawers, nigga? Hella old and exposed like, come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Whack 100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my loan. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty gon' that Ray J was floating. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pop shit, and that nip shit. It makes sense why you in Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that whack 100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh, the irony. Your face look like warm fish burned or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SPI say to get him. You know a nigga whack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track.
Boy, don't get caught with your drawers down. They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
Nigga, that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga is Spider Low.
Spider Loke, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Bud, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, cuz. Nate Bud, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa! With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!